Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day so far. So last week I talked to you guys about changing an unhealthy shopping behavior, but what about if you've already bought way too much stuff and your home is filled with unnecessary clutter? So this video is directed to those of you who feel like I need to get rid of stuff. I personally never really had this problem because I am a minimalist at heart. I don't really put like sentimental value on stuff that much. But you should have seen David when I met him, 10 years ago. When we were going to move in together, actually he moved directly from his parents' home together with me. So we just went through all of his stuff that he had collected during his first 20 years. And oh my gosh, David was a collector. He had stuff from knickknacks, touristy knickknacks from trips he took when he was 5, and he had collector's items from different movies stuff, and I was just looking at all the stuff that he wanted to bring into our first apartment together. I panicked big time. So I helped him pack, and we had our almost first fight because we just could not agree on how much stuff David could bring into our new apartment, because I felt like 4 huge boxes of just memorabilia was just it wasn't reasonable to me. So we had to compromise, and I believe at the end of the day we sort of managed to agree on bringing 1 box of memory stuff for David. And then every time we moved, we've moved a lot during these last 10 years, and every time we moved that box sort of shrank more and more, and now I don't even know if we have any memorabilia or touristy stuff at all. No, we probably don't. So David has grown from being a collector to a true minimalist. So one of the reasons why David is now a minimalist, I think, is probably because we have moved so much. And when you move a lot, you don't really have the energy to carry all that stuff around. And you sort of really start to appreciate the feeling of being light, and it's easy to pack. It doesn't take 4 days to pack up our stuff. It takes 4 hours or maybe even less. So I think that's one of the reasons why, and I'm so happy that we have been able to grow into this lifestyle together. So why do we collect stuff, or why do we keep stuff? I believe that one of the top reasons why we do that is because we feel like some of our stuff has sentimental value, or that we have memories connected to those items. Another reason, of course, to save stuff is because they are valuable. Actually, they are worth a lot of money and we paid for them. And, we have stuff that we feel are very usable, so we should keep them because maybe sometime in the future we will have the opportunity to use them, and we will miss them if we don't have them laying around. And those are the things that I thought was the top reasons why people kept stuff. But one thing I've noticed ever since talking a lot about minimalism on the blog and here on the channel is that a lot of you are telling me that you keep stuff because you feel guilty if you get rid of them. Maybe they were a gift or something like that, or you have a very strong memory connected to them and you feel like you would upset another person if you got rid of this thing. But here's how I see it. I see it stuff are really just only as valuable or important as we make them. So for instance, if we're keeping memorabilia, we will actually have the memory left, even though if we don't have the tangible thing to touch and see, we will still remember that trip. We will still remember that concert or festival or whatever it is that you're wanting to remember, or maybe even a relationship. You will still remember a person even if you don't have a little knick-knack to look at. Because if you look at David's memory boxes that he had, they were up in boxes up in the attic somewhere. It's not like he used to go through them every week and sit down and remember all these fantastic trips he took as a kid. So try to remember that memories and things are not the same thing. So if you've been given a gift, the person who gave you that gift meant for it to be something that will make your life richer and happier. And if it's not, if the gift is actually weighing you down, then I'm pretty sure that person would be totally happy with you getting rid of that thing to feel lighter and happier, because the intention was not for this gift to make you feel worse. It was meant to make you feel happier. And when it comes to those things that you feel are valuable or very usable, if you're not actually using them, then what really is the value in having them laying around? Maybe you can make some value out of them by selling them, or give that value to someone else by just giving it to charity. So my point is this: you are the person who are going to have to live your life. So if you feel an appeal towards the minimalist lifestyle, the people around you who truly care about you will understand if you start making lifestyle changes. So if you know already that you want to get rid of some stuff, but you are not quite sure where to begin, here are some of the most classic tips on how to declutter your home. So I would definitely start someplace small, like maybe the bathroom, somewhere where you don't keep your stuff with most sentimental value. So like a bathroom cabinet, you only have like skincare products and shampoo and stuff in there. It's not going to be like very difficult for you to start getting rid of stuff from there. Start with a bathroom cabinet, go through it and try to think, what do I really need here? What do I use daily or weekly? And if you have a bunch of stuff that you haven't really used in like months, just get rid of them. Just recycle them, and you will feel so much lighter to have like a bathroom cabinet with only stuff that you actually use. So once you have gone through like one small space like that, then you can just sort of just widen that circle. So you take like, after you've gone through the bathroom cabinet, maybe you go through the shower, stuff you have in there, or your towel drawers or whatever. And soon you will see that decluttered space just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, your whole home will be clutter-free and spacious and beautiful. So start small. Don't try to overwhelm yourself by trying to like declutter your whole home in one day. Instead, maybe set a time frame, like I'm going to do 30 minutes of decluttering each week. Like every Tuesday night, I'm going to spend some time getting rid of stuff. And just choose a place. Like I'm going to go through these drawers or my desk or this part of the wardrobe, and then just finish that and leave the rest until next week. So maybe not try to overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once, making this a huge project, which is like a lot of work and a lot of feelings. Instead, just like doing it a little bit at a time, try to make it like a happy and a freeing experience. Put on some music, make it nice, make it like a good time. So every time me and David go through a space, like maybe like our wardrobe or something like that, we usually make piles. Like we make one yes pile, one no pile, and one maybe pile. So the yes pile is stuff that we already know that we want to keep. The no pile is like we know that we want to get rid of this. And then we have the maybe pile. The maybe pile is filled with stuff that we think that we might use in the future, but then again, maybe we won't. So what we do with those stuff is usually we just get rid of them anyway, but if we are having a bit of trouble making that decision, we just put that stuff in like a bag and tuck it away where we can't see it, and then we just wait for a few months and see, did we miss anything? If we haven't missed it in a couple of months, then we probably won't miss it in the future either. So when I'm faced with that maybe pile, I try to not look at it with like emotional eyes. I try to look at it with more like eyes that are trying to detect, are these things usable? Are there things that have like a good function for me and will make my life easier and happier? Or are they just stuff that I have like an emotional attachment to? And if they are, the chances are that I'm not going to miss them that much if I get rid of them. So if you do look at an item and think that perhaps I will miss this further down the line if I get rid of it, weigh that negative emotion you will feel a few months from now with all the positive emotions you will feel from having a clutter-free, clear, simple, beautiful home. So since I get rid of stuff a lot, and that's been my lifestyle since like forever, of course there are some times that I do miss things that I've thrown away or given away. But that feeling of like, oh shoot, I wish I had that sweater now, or whatever, is so short. I mean, that feeling goes away after like 2 minutes. It's not like I'm going to cry about a sweater for hours or days or weeks. So that negative feeling is so small compared with the positive feeling I have of feeling light, of feeling clutter-free, of feeling like I have possessions that are manageable. And that I can move without it taking like forever to pack up all my stuff and go through all my stuff. So that positive feeling is so much more worth it than I'm willing to experience that negative feeling of like, oh shoot, I wish I had that blue lipstick right about now, or whatever. So this whole getting rid of stuff process can actually be a lot of fun if you focus on the positive sides of it. Like for instance, giving stuff away to charity or to your friends or family is just like spreading love and happiness to other people, which will make you feel good, of course. But also just like keeping your eyes on the prize. Like if you're in doubt, just think about the feeling you would have when you have a decluttered home. If you are like me, a minimalist, it's going to feel so good, you will not regret it, and the few times you might regret it a little bit is going to pass really quickly. So one like little trick that might help you when you're going through stuff and trying to figure out what to keep or not can be to look at it this way. Pretend that you are moving abroad. Pretend that you're moving to a totally different country and you are going to prioritize which things to bring with you. And all of the stuff that you are bringing with you, you need to ship, and that's going to cost you by weight. So you need to really like think about which of these items are important enough for me to actually spend money to save. And when you think about it that way, because that's the way me and David have thought about it, moving to London, moving back to Sweden, and now moving to Germany, it's really helpful because we realize straight away which things are worth keeping because we know it's going to cost us money to keep them. So these are a few of the different ways that I look at, going through my stuff. I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you have like some tricks up your sleeve on how to sort of manage decluttering, please tell me in the comments. I would love to hear all about how you feel and your experiences. So just a quick thought before I go. Just want you guys to remember one thing, no matter if you're minimalist or not, and that is that you are not your possessions. So your worth is not determined by how much stuff you own or how much money you have in your bank account. So keep that in mind when you look at your stuff and your possessions. So I really feel like I'm getting into these minimalist videos now. I love making them. I hope that you love watching them too. And these last two, like with the shopping behavior and now with how to get rid of stuff, I feel like it's sort of a logical way into minimalism. But there's so many more aspects of this that I would love to discuss with you in future videos, and I hope that you will want to watch those videos too. So let me know in the comments if this is something that interests you. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. It's always a huge help. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so that I will see you in my next video. Take care for now. Bye!